heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi guys, I forgot to add Les Wexner's picture. I hate that guy, by the way. I hate that guy. Why do I hate him so much? Because he's weird and he's creepy and he's old. I just don't like him. Let me put up his picture real quick so you know exactly who I am talking about. This is the guy that you meet on the street and he's like this. He's like this. Hi, hi, sweetie. And you're like, oh my God, not old man, please. And you're like, please get away from me. And they usually smell like a wet dog. You know the type. And they don't bathe because they're so wealthy. They don't think they have to bathe. And then their feet and their toenails are crusty. And you're like, are you sure you have a lot of money? Because when's the last time you bathed? Like, you don't say that, but you should say it. This is Wexner. I don't like this guy. Look at him. Tell me that's not the weird old guy that stops every young girl in your life. All of us have been attacked by this man. And then you're like, get away from me. But and then he tries to touch you, right? He's that guy and his hand starts to shake. And you're like, oh my God, please do not touch me with your penis hands. All right. Because you know he doesn't wash his hands either, right? He does not wash his hands, child. I'm telling you. practical. He wants somebody to come in and wipe his ass for him. No. All right. I have to put the lipstick on. It makes me happy. Lipstick makes me happy. All right. Let's say hello to everyone before I play these videos. Hi, Noel. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Steven. 713. And that must be your birthday, right, Steven? Hi, Sanji. How are you? Where you been? All right. That's enough on right now. We got to talk about the perjury that Les Wexner created. So let's start with watching some videos and y'all let me know what you think. Oh no, I've got this tickle in my throat.
Did anybody else see that video where Lex Wexner is at the congressional hearing or whatever, and his attorney whispers into his ear and says, if you say more than 5 words in your next statement, I'm going to kill you. On a hot mic. Is this shit AI?
No.
Right? It gotta be.
No.
It gotta be fucking AI.
No, it's real. It's absolutely real. He had an attorney that said, I will fucking kill you if you say more than 5 words. Hi, Rigo. Hi, sweetie. No, his lawyer absolutely said, if you say more than 5 words, I will fucking kill you. Like, that's my kind of lawyer. That kind of lawyer, he must be from New York. Where was this case? In New York? He must be a New York mafia Italian lawyer, because that's normal talk to me. Just because you don't know how we talk in New York. Where was this? I mean, it was at Congress, but did he get a lawyer from New York? Because it sounded like he got a really good mafia attorney in New York. And that's normal talk. Sorry if you're not used to it. It's not my problem. But everybody was shocked. I was shocked. We were all shocked. Listen to this.
I'm sure we all appreciate the stories. We're just trying to answer the questions they actually want to be answered.
Okay. That's very helpful. Thank you.
I hope it is. That's kind of a puny example, but I wouldn't have had the idea. But then all the things were inventoried. That wasn't work for me or Jeffrey. It was just regularly done.
Answer the question.
Okay.
A discrete question on a different topic. We know that at one point you owned a property in Palm Beach. It was a large oceanfront estate. We understand that you sold that estate to a guy named Abe Gossman, and that later Mr. Trump and Mr. Epstein got into a bidding war over that property. Do you have any knowledge of, or did you have any involvement in that dispute between Mr. Epstein and Mr. Trump?
No.
Oh my God, he looked like such a lost puppy. Who is Les Wexner? Oh my God, Charm? You don't know who Lex Lexner is? All right, let me tell you. Victoria's Secret rings a bell? Well, he used to own Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie and Finch, Limited 2. I don't know what else he owned. He had a whole empire of retail stores, right? Look it up, Tom. But then, in comes Epstein. And then Epstein, listen to this, it's very important. Epstein gets Les Wexner in a compromising position. This was one of his first clients where he understood that videotaping and getting people between the sheets will make people bow down to you. So he gets Les Wexner in a compromising position. I want to know what that position was because they're eating the babies. Did he eat the babies? Was it? Because there's a lot of gay stuff. Wait, let's make this very clear. I want to make this very clear because this is very important. No one's upset in America, right? Because they essayed the girls. I don't care what age. 17, 5, 4, 3, get them pregnant, da da da. No one's upset. No one's upset. But it wasn't just girls. It wasn't just girls. It turns out most of these powerful people have fetishes beyond acting like they're hetero people. Oh, look at that shit. Beyond acting like they're hetero people. So the real secret is to discover how many are gay, really, really, their wives are beard, really, really, and how many of them abuse the boy. Don't worry, guys, it's coming out. That's the 3 million they didn't put out. It's coming out. And you know how I know it's coming out? Because Iran already contacted somebody in the US, and they were like, if people bother us, this is Iran. They said, if you all bother us, we're going to put out everything unredacted and more than we've already seen. Iran is ready to unleash. Period. Hi, Trisha. Hi, how you doing? Iran. So what they're saying is, we don't want this. We don't want this. But if you do this, they said there's going to be videos and boys. That's what they said. That's not me. That's not me. I'm repeating things. Y'all better Google. This is what they said. Iran said this. When I saw that today, I said, oh, Iran serious. Iran said, bring war. Bring it. Because we're gonna bring a digital war y'all ain't never seen before. Oh my God. Oh, we the people are in the middle of this shit, and all they had to do was arrest somebody in the US. All the other countries are arresting people. The US is like, Les Wexner was at a deposition today, and no Republicans attended. You know why? Because they were all in the Epstein files. They're eating the babies. Oh my God. All right. Hi, Big Game Chicks. Hi. Maybe the war in Iran is really about U.S. stealing the kids. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And then the next thing is, I don't know how this plays into. Somebody posted this in the group that I belong to. I don't know how this all plays out. Apparently, to stop us, U.S., from talking about they're eating the babies. They're eating the babies! Then they're going to release how true the aliens are. And if they release how true the aliens are, then the European Union financially could collapse financially. How? I don't even want to know. I don't know. but they are eating the babies. They really are. All those little baby souls are coming back. And you didn't see them dancing around Les Wexner's neck? So funny. You couldn't see it? I didn't see it either. I'm kidding. They're, uh-uh. He better pray for his own soul because those babies, they're going to greet him at the gate. You know it, and I know it. So I've got several of these. So let's just take a look at them. Several of the same
Wexner,
video.
would you please read the main body of the birthday note for the record, please?
I wanted to get you what you want. So here it is. Happy birthday, your friend Leslie.
And what was your understanding of what Mr. Epstein would want?
He was a bachelor, so I drew a pair of boobs.
You've
As a kind of a joke and offhandedly, I'd say.
understand.
I hope you do.
You said
Weird.
a few times throughout this deposition today that you did not consider Mr. Epstein a friend of yours. However, you signed this letter, and I quote, "Your friend Leslie." Why would you sign "your friend Leslie" to someone you did not consider to be a friend of yours?
I don't know.
Because you're weird. Because you're a weirdo. You're a weird old man. Because he's weird. I hate weird old men. It really bothers me. Did I play this one? Yeah. This one might explain it better. I think she does a good job.
The House Oversight Committee questioned Les Wexner, but his attorney at one point said something to him. And I want you guys to listen and tell me what you hear.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
And personal work for the Rothschild family in France.
Rothschild.
Well, specifically, I talked to Ellie de Rothschild, and so I mentioned that earlier. So he represented their whole family. So there have been a whole bunch of people. Most of them I never would have met, but I knew Ellie. He would say, like, I'm providing financial advice to the founders of Google.
Google.
I'm providing financial advice to Jeff Bezos.
Bezos.
Guys, what did he say? What did the lawyer just say? Because I heard what he said. Did you hear what he said?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great question, Trisha. Trisha is asking, I love that question, by the way. Trisha is asking, do you think if they admit aliens are real, does that question religion? Do you think spirituality will rise more? So, spirituality has already risen. You can look on any TikTok page, any Instagram page, and spirituality is overtaking religion. As a matter of fact, on social media, religion is taking a nosedive because people are recognizing that the church preaches one way and doesn't have the same expectations, right? The pastor preaches one way to you, but doesn't live up to the same expectation. Jesus never went to church. Ever. Let that sit in. Now, the only reason why religion will collapse is because we have people like MAGAs who believe that if they use the name Jesus Christ or even God, that they use it against immigrants, Black folks, Native Americans, Mexicans, like they possess the ideology of Jesus and God and then call it religion, but then uses it against a person of color, any person of color, who the fuck cares, right? Or to tell someone that's Native American that understands God more than anyone that lives in the element, seriously, not in the comfort of a home, stove, da da. No, their culture came from the element, knows all about God better than you and I in the church. I promise you. So, if the UFOs made an appearance, the only thing I would consider at this point is that God is an alien. And I hope I'm not being disrespectful, God, because I really don't mean to. But I think the bottom line is he is an unforeseeable, I don't know if I'm saying it right, force. It is God is something that we choose to believe in, even though we've never seen God. But what if God is the alien? What if God, oh, this is too deep for some of you, but what if God is not the only alien? If there's a mass planetary system out there, what if God is one of 7 gods that controls a big system out there? It's okay to start to ponder other things. It doesn't mean that you're being taken away from your original ideology of how you were raised. But I'm telling you, life is bigger than that, right? Buddha, Hinduism, I can't even name all the different religions. Like, everybody can't be wrong. And God authorizes all these different religions so that we just get there. God just wants us to get there. And he says, get there the best way you can. So if believing in a certain type of road gets you to me, I'm going to authorize that. But no Christian is going to tell spirituality that it's wrong. So with that being said, the direction that Christianity has gone into has to be dismantled. But it's going to be dismantled by the hands of Christians. Boom. I was taking care of this older gentleman. He told me if the government admits aliens exist, then all the governments die. Shit. That was his last words before he died. Oh, suck it now. FBI declassifies a ton of UFO files years ago, but no one was interested. Yep, they did it during 2020. I remember clearly because they wanted to distract us from the fact that they wanted all of us to get the vaccine. So we were distracted because we were all home enjoying our best lives. We were like, oh, aliens, we already knew. It was so funny. I did a video on that. I was like, and the government finally announced the aliens are real and no one cared. It was so funny. But the problem that we're having now is that they want to make an appearance, not to the government. They want to make an appearance to the people. Well, let me tell you something. You're going to be scared. You know why you're going to be scared? because anything that doesn't look like you scares you. And under that same system of belief, that's why culturally people don't get along. So imagine if the aliens came. What you gonna do? Listen, I'm not the authority on this. I'm gonna be probably just as scared. Seriously, I think I'm gonna be like, oh shit. I don't know. But that was a good question, Trisha. I love that question. Next video.
Just testified before Congress about Jeffrey Epstein today, and you won't guess what just happened.
Very frustrating, the fact that there are no Republicans here today.
Not only did no Republican Congress members show up for the deposition, but Wexner said that he has not been contacted by the FBI or DOJ whatsoever. Republicans don't care about sex trafficking.
Bottom line, them poor babies. Most of them are unalived babies.
There's an address at the 7500 block of King George Drive. Are you familiar with that property?
No. I'm not familiar with that address.
Disgusting.
Mr. Wexner, how did Mr. Epstein act towards women or girls around him?
In his presence? Or?
In your presence, yes.
I guess the answer would be kind of normal and nice. He would, he would like send my secretary or admin flowers for her birthday. Courteous, I would say.
Did you ever witness Mr. Epstein have sexual contact of any kind with young women or girls?
Absolutely not.
Did you ever witness Mr. Epstein sexually abuse young women or girls?
Absolutely not.
Did you ever witness Mr. Epstein receive massages from young women or girls?
Absolutely not.
Did Mr. Epstein ever discuss sexual acts of any kind with you?
No.
Did he ever discuss receiving massages?
Yes.
What were the nature of those conversations?
He told me massage therapy was great and I should get massages.
Did he ever discuss who he was receiving massages from?
No.
So it is your testimony today that you don't recall him ever saying anything about receiving massages from young women or girls?
Absolutely not. Or absolutely, I'm agreeing with you, didn't do that.
Was it common for Epstein to bring young women or girls to any other place where the two of you would meet?
Never.
Did Mr. Epstein ever request that you bring Victoria's Secret models to events at your home?
No, and no Victoria's Secret models ever came to my home, even for business purpose.
Did
Talk about one exception. Stuff you've seen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's one exception. My wife had for about 20 years, a horse show here for charity. And one of the models' husband was a polo player. And I don't know how they showed up as a couple, and he gave either me or my wife a polo horse, which was, I don't ride, and Abigail wasn't interested in a polo horse, so that would have been the only exception.
Did Mr. Epstein ever request that you introduce him to Victoria's Secret models?
Never.
And I just want to clarify your testimony earlier, but did you ever receive any massages from any young woman or girl brought to you or by or introduced to you by Mr. Epstein?
Never.
We discussed Mr. Epstein's arrest previously, but I would like to return to it just to make sure the record is clear. In 2005, police in Palm Beach, Florida began investigating Epstein. In July 2006, Epstein was arrested for the first time for soliciting prostitution from minors. Prior to Mr. Epstein's arrest, were you aware of any investigation into Mr. Epstein?
Not that I recall.
When did you become aware of an investigation into Mr. Epstein?
Probably whenever it was in the press. I don't know when that was.
And you mentioned the press. Was there anyone that was a part of your business that may have alerted you to his arrest?
Could have been.
And for the record, did you have any knowledge of illegal activity by Mr. Epstein prior to his arrest in 2006?
The only I recall is my chief of staff told me, and I don't know, he knew press, whether it was the newspapers or radio or TV, that that Jeffrey had been accused, or a woman was suing him for, I don't know, being aggressive. And I remember calling him and saying, "What the hell is this?" And he said, "I was being shaken down by a hooker." And I believed him. And I think the follow-up that conversation was, I hope, you're not bullshitting me. Because if it is, the party's over. He said, "Absolutely not. Do you think I'm stupid?" Which is probably what I would say to attorney or say to you or anybody that I worked with. If you do something off, you're out.
So after you had that initial conversation with him, did you discuss the allegations as they were being investigated with Mr. Epstein, excuse me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I discussed it. It was done, and I believed that he wasn't stupid.
And you mentioned your chief of staff. For the record, who is that?
His name is Bruce Saul, and I met him through an acquaintance.
Answer the question.
Okay.
It's going to help if you answer the question that he asks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
We'll all get out of here a lot faster.
Did your chief of staff have any relationship with Mr. Epstein?
Other than, so how do I answer it? I don't, none except if he would call him and I would know, everybody knew where I was all the time. So if somebody wanted to find me, would he call Bruce or call my admin? Where's Les? Because I try to be available to people, but I don't tell everybody where I am and where I'm going because I'm traveling so much. So it would be, I would guess, conversations. I'm speculating that those conversations might have happened.
For the record, you were surprised by Mr. Epstein's arrest?
Yes.
Do you recall people around you being surprised by his arrest?
Don't specifically recall. Probably at the time they were, but I don't remember it.
Do you recall whether anyone around you advised you that you should cut ties with Epstein after his arrest?
I'm going to instruct you not to disclose any communications you had with your wife or your lawyers in answering that question.
So are you asserting, for the record, attorney-client privilege and spousal privilege?
Correct.
To be clear, the House does not recognize common law privileges. And so if you are asserting that in order for him to not testify to those, in order to preserve that, we may discuss and may take that to the chairman for a ruling. and potentially may direct your client to answer those questions.
That's fine. The Supreme Court has also made clear that those privileges do exist in the congressional context, and I doubt very much that whatever his answer would be to this is that important, but I'm directing him to preserve those two privileges, those two well-recognized common law privileges.
I forgot the question.
Go ahead, Master.
After Mr. Epstein's arrest, did anyone around you advise you to cut ties with Mr. Epstein?
And I'm going to again arrange you to answer without discussing any communications you had with your wife or your lawyers in answering that question. So you can go ahead and answer.
I'm confused again. Did anybody? And then the answer would be nobody. I can't remember anybody.
Did you instruct your companies to do an internal review of your company's relationship with Mr. Epstein at this time?
I probably would have, but I don't recall. That would have been anything that was untoward that happened in the business, around the business. I would always say, this has to be investigated. And I would always, in community and in business, have the same attitude. But I don't specifically remember.
Were you suspicious of any others around Mr. Epstein that they may have aided in the solicitation of minors for prostitution when you learned of his arrest?
Can you repeat the question?
Let me clarify. Mr. Epstein had individuals such as Maxwell, Sarah Kellen, among others who have been identified as potential co-conspirators. Were there any individuals that you understood to be affiliated with Mr. Epstein that you may have suspected to have aided in his crimes?
No, because I don't recall any people around him and his business. My business is with him. I don't know my attorney's admin or who his associates are.
Mr. Wexner, we're approaching the end of our hour, so I will just ask you one final question before we take a break. With the benefit of hindsight, were there any things you witnessed or observed about Mr. Epstein that could have suggested he was trafficking and sexually abusing women?
Absolutely not. I've asked myself that question over and over, why I didn't see there should have been a clue or something that I should have picked up on. There's nothing that I can recall, nothing, not even a clue of a clue. And I think the reason, in hindsight, and I think for the understanding to get to the bottom of what Jeffrey did, is to understand how great a con he was, because that's the explanation I have to myself. How could I have never thought he was a thief? How could I never thought he was a pervert? You know, all the terrible things. Never a clue.
All right. I think I have more videos, but that was so long. And the reason why I'm playing that particular video is because somewhere in there, he perjured himself. I don't need to know that how he perjured himself. I'm telling you, he perjured himself today. Now, here's the thing with depositions. And if you ever wind up in a deposition, tell the motherfucking truth. I've wound up in depositions. Let me tell you something. I literally had the attorneys on both sides say, we knew you were telling the truth. And I was like, oh, okay. And I said, why? They said, because I didn't flinch. I didn't stutter. I was like, they time your answers. Like, you'll be surprised the shit that they look at. And they said your answers were perfectly timed. You didn't pause. You didn't be like, well, They said I was a great gave a great deposition. I love knowing that because you know why? Because I always tell the truth. Now, with all that being said, when you do a deposition, they already know shit. I promise you, they're not grasping for straws. This isn't a police interrogation. Police interrogation asks questions until you break. FBI, Congress, all those people, they already know. So their prayer is that you do perjure yourself because they're going to put your ass in jail. I already know he perjured himself. I don't need to know how. I'm telling you, when he answered some of those questions, so the pattern was off, right? So he'd be like, with these questions, this question, that question. Did you ever see him with underage girls? No. Pattern's off. Did you ever see him on a jet plane? No. Pattern's off. Pattern's off. You got to know. Listen, I'm a teacher today. You got to know. If you ever get questioned, FBI, CIA, Congress, depositions are very, very important because anybody can dispose you. Don't let them catch you in a lie. Don't let them catch you in a lie. Better to tell the truth. I don't care how bad it is. Don't let them catch you in a lie because they will put you in jail and they will put you in jail forever, depending upon how crazy the case is. Noel goes, oh, Leslie. Oh, Leslie. Oh, my God. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because that was such a long part of the deposition. Everything else was same shit. But that was really important to look at. And it's too long to play it again. But go back and look at it on this video here, and then you'll see. Every question. Did you ever see him with young girls? No. Oh, that was fast. They look at that. All right, Les. Are you going to jail? Did you perjure yourself? Listen, what chapter in Revelations are we in? What chapter? Because this is the year of revealing. Revelations is the year of revealing. These Ring of Fire, New Moon, Uranus is going in Gemini, very important there. Saturn is in Aries, also fire. Neptune is in Aries, fire. And they'll be in Aries for at least the next couple of years. I know Saturn is for 2.5 years. Neptune is longer, but the next 2.5 years are going to be on fire. By the way, the Earth is going to heat up because everything's on fire in the planet. So if it's on fire there, it has the same relevance down here. And Pluto, for the next 20 years, is in Aquarius. And Aquarius is about saving humanity. So you're going to see a lot of governmental in all countries where people are going to be we are not putting up with this shit. So stay tuned for the UK. They are going to, there's going to be an uproar in the UK. And bad. Because the UK people, they don't play right. They don't play fair. At least with Americans, you can gaslight us a little bit and we'll be like, oh, okay, not the UK. Watch. All right, guys. Right? He played. Well, he didn't really play senile. Because in order to play senile, then he would have to be Erica Jade's husband. I don't know. He didn't play senile. He said what he said. It looked to me like he had clear memory. And again, what he didn't realize is that if they are asking questions, they already know the answer. That's the way the game is played. So I'm telling you, so you all can be prepared. All right? Depositions is for you to understand they already know the answer. All right. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Les Wexner. I hate that name. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Les Wexner is your child. He is your love. Ah, he's your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. I don't know why I saw a frog. I don't know what it means, but I saw a frog. Period. All right. Now I got to get the cat out the way. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What time is it? What time is it, y'all? I don't have the clock here. Hold on. All right. I got to go to bed early. I'm tired. All right. Oh, let me get the question up here. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. Allegedly and in my opinion. That's it. I like that one. Did Les Wexner perjure himself? That's the question. All right. I think it's interesting that a little girl shows up, one of the many souls that they took. Who's this water sign man? And then an air sign man. Water sign, then air sign. He is covering up for Epstein, even in the, he's covering up for him. He didn't tell the truth. He's just hoping the truth won't come out. That's what he's doing. He did not tell the truth. He's just hoping upon hope the truth won't come out. There's a woman here. 3 people so far. He is hoping that these proceedings that he has to go through, right, will allot him the ability to look innocent. The Ace of Wands is new territory to me. Also can be considered new birth, new territory. You could be right. Who said it about being senile? Yes, July. I said frog. Why? What happened? Tell me what you think about seeing a frog. At some point, he might have to play senile, particularly if he gets charged. The 9 of Pentacles tells me that he's trying to preserve his income. What's left of it. I don't know how much he has left because a lot of his stores had to close down. Did he perjure himself? Yes, he was deceptive. Yes, he was very deceptive to save the star of this problem, which is Jeffrey Epstein. They're coming back for him, and either he's going to have to go over what he lied about because they're going to want clarity, or they just might arrest him outright and just let it all come out in court. The information is going to come out before he is even charged. The people are going to know the information before he is even charged. And currently, he's not going to want to spend his money on defending himself. There's something about his money that's not all the way there. It's not tangible. It's not cash. It is tucked away somewhere nicely. I wonder if it's tucked away in like Bitcoin and he can't seem to touch it. They won't let him. Or maybe they're going to seize his assets. Oh, they might seize your asset. Oh my God. Okay. The law is coming for him, but they're already coming from him because he lied today. That's why the law is in the past. Hi, Melissa. The Eight of Cups means that, the way I see it, he's giving up. This is going to be such an embarrassment that emotionally he's going to give up, which is the reason why he's going to look senile. He could be looking senile because I'm tired, God. He could be looking senile because he might give up the ghost. He might be like just done, period, with everything that Jeffrey Epstein has probably put him through. Because the thing that's interesting, and his wife will tell you, his empire was stolen by Jeffrey Epstein. All right, let's put this back down. Self-sabotage. He sabotaged himself here. It's in the past, so it's already done. They might call his wife into this. She might resist, but they might have to call his wife in, guys. Okay, today he perjured himself at least 3 times or more. Money's a problem with him, though. Money's a problem. Jeffrey Epstein stole all his money, his whole empire. So now I'm kind of wondering, does he have money to fight a court case? And I do not believe he has money to fight a court case. And when I say money, guys, 20,000 to us is one thing, but it's a federal case. Federal lawyers are expensive, and it's one thing to have this huge empire, and it's another thing for Jeffrey Epstein to coerce it out of him by having some secret videos on him. This is his first client where he extorted this man's empire. All right. And Wes was, for years, has been trying to get this empire back. And I think when Jeffrey passed, he never got the empire back. But y'all got to correct me. Eventually, Melissa, somebody asked that question, and I was like, no, I don't see that. But yes, he is going to feign dementia. But it also might be real. Once he figured, because there's the answer to your questions about is he going to fake crazy, the answer is yes. You're absolutely right. How real it's going to be, who the fuck knows? So it's going to come down to, I'm so tired, guys. It's going to come down to is faking it going to make it better and give him less of a sentence? Or is he is this thing with Epstein, which has been going on for years. He has begged Epstein for his empire back. Is this thing with Epstein finally taking its toll? Like, he cannot take it anymore. So, yes, 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 he might become a bubblehead. And yeah, yeah, he is going to, okay, stop here, guys. He is going to, I say now, if the full card shows up, the reading's over. He is going to, it is going to be announced that he has perjured himself. Then I think they could bring him back in for questioning, but he will be charged. And just because they bring you back in and then you clear the air doesn't mean they're going to go, oh my God, thank you so much for clearing the air. No. Once you lie, the lie stands. So they are going to take him to court for perjury. And he might be one of the first ones to be taken down in America. They might take him down in America. Okay. Thank you, Vid Game Chicks. I appreciate you so much. If anybody wants to call me for a reading, contact me, 213-458-7408. Email me. Support is free. If you like this, please comment. I love the comments. And subscribe. You know, Medusa, lying takes so much work. It really does. Ah. Ah. Hi, Melissa. Frog represents transformation. So, I didn't get the death card. But remember, transformation also means croaking over and going to meet your maker. And I hope all of them meet the souls of the babies whose lives they took. That's my prayer. And I hope all the babies attack. Right, Georgia? Ancestors attack. But they will, though, because the ancestors are sick of this shit. All right, guys. That was a little short today, supposedly. But let's get the final outcome. This cat impedes on me doing my. Oh, he got up. Oh no, stay up, stay awake. Yes, he got up. Sorry. No, don't come near me. No, stay away from me. No, oh fuck, kitty. Oh, shit. All right, I'm only gonna pull it from here to here. Kitty rules. He doesn't want me to pull it anyplace else. So I'm gonna pull it from here. Right? All right, bitch. Do what you want. I'm not even gonna stop you. All right? Now. Oh man. Kitty, you're stopping me from doing my job. That is not close at all. I know it looks close, but it's not. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, God loves me. Femme fatale. Femme fatale, upside down. Let's see what it says. Inappropriate use of sensuality, Epstein. Attachment to money and power, Epstein. Femme fatale. He was a femme fatale, just in a male kind of way. I'm sleepy. What time is it? How about if I just So tired. Okay, guys. Femme fatale. Shadow femme fatale wants only to acquire more men, more women, more money. And they're eating the babies. Oh, God. Why? All right, guys. Spirit never lies. Spirit never lies. Les, we will see you get picked up and put in jail. That's the way it's gonna go down. So, all right, guys. Wow. Right, Noel? Right? Kitty wanna pull a card, Dory? I know. Call me for your own personal reading. Thank you, Vid Game Chicks. 213-458-7408. Thank you all. I'm not doing any work tonight. Tomorrow. Call me tomorrow. Make an appointment for tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.